it's Andrea here. I hope you're well. I thought I'd do a video for a section of the Connection Compass framework. There isn't going to be a podcast today. I've just been so busy over the Easter period and I couldn't quite get my act together to fit one in. So it will return next week. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about the work and how it came into being. And I can remember the exact moment that I decided that we needed a culture of care and connection, not the type of care that we learn about in the classroom, but something a little bit more deeper and layered that would benefit not only ourselves, but um, each other and the places that we live and work in. And so I would say this moment was about 7 years ago now, but I was standing in a workshop that I was facilitating and I was listening to a cohort of managers talking about their work experiences. And as I was walking around and listening into the conversation, I realized um, that there was a common theme in between these conversations, and they were stories of human struggle and um, issues with self confidence and self esteem, and a deep worrying concern what um, about what they were doing was the right way to proceed. And I suppose from the outward kind of appearances from this group of people, you would never have experienced or never thought that they would experience these things. But when you think about it, it's incredibly human to experience issues with self confidence and self esteem and have that underlying anxiety and worry about how we're moving through the world today. So it was that moment, and I thought, you know what, we really need to create a culture, something deeper, something more layered, and that's about connection. So I never really felt that this work would go anywhere other than perhaps me taking a softer approach, doing something more holistic. I never thought for a minute that it would go outside of my professional career. But that is exactly what did happen. And, this work has grown over a 7 year period. If somebody would have said, all that time ago, you'd still be doing this in 7 years' time, I would never have believed them. And for a long time, a very long time, I knew this work was becoming something, but I couldn't quite see it, to be honest with you. And all I knew was that it was just to keep going with the work and following the nudges, if you like. And I did try and give it up. At times it was very frustrating. I didn't understand it. Um, and I wanted to give it up, but somehow this work kind of found me. I always found some way to take it forwards, and it wasn't up until very recently. I know we've got the podcast, but I was having a quiet moment at home and I was filling in a job application, and then all of a sudden, the whole body of work, um, just kind of came into being really, and the Connection Compass framework was something that came into being, something tangible that we can use and and used in a very practical way to help us in our lives. So, the Connection Compass framework is a living tapestry of thought, feeling, and emotion and awareness, and its holistic approach to life. And it consists of two compasses, the inner compass and the outer compass, which reflects our inner and outer worlds. And so both impact the other. And it's a mix of blending research, science, life philosophies to navigate through our world today, and particularly when a world that feels so disconnected and fragmented, and to take us back into a place of connection. There have been so many twists and turns, and there have been some real key learnings along the way. So one of them was that I really love to grow ideas. I never knew this about myself, but just taking something and that's an idea, and taking it apart and sitting with it, and just allowing it the space to grow and develop instead of rushing ahead with it, and allowing it to become something that's a little more, that wasn't imagined kind of in the first instance. So it's been really exciting to see. And some ideas that I've had, nothing has been wasted, but some of those ideas have been not for right now, but a little bit further down the line. That could be used to connect to something else. So it's been quite exciting to see, really. And that's when I call it an impasse. When we meet an impasse, it's not a sign to give up, but a time to dig deep and reflect. So, when you're faced with those obstacles, the doors won't open. I find it's just easier to take a step back and reflect. And in these times, that I've met the impasse, I've asked myself, am I really the right person to do this work? Do I need some more information? And who do I get the information off? What do I need to learn to bring in to help me move forwards? And sometimes it's just been as simple as I just need a break to rest my mind and come back and look at this in a way that feels refreshing, instead of just continuously pushing and pushing and things not working. And what I found is I've always found a way forwards, to take the work forwards. So what else have I learned along the way? So I think I've learned that this journey, I found that I'm more capable and resilient than I think I am. I think if someone had said to me 7 years ago, you'd still be doing this work in 2025, I would not have believed them. But somehow this work has found its way into my life and to be grown by me, and together the idea and I have grown and developed, and we've had to become different versions of ourselves to bring this work forward into life. So it's quite exciting. And growing an idea like this is not a linear journey by any means. There's lots of twists and turns, but along the way, you meet people that play a part in the tapestry. Whether that's support, whether that's coaching, whether it's somebody holding an educational session and you take something from it. There's lots of twists and turns, lots of tears along the way as well. But, I think you just need to exercise some patience. And the other thing is that it won't always make sense at all. Along the way, a lot of things haven't made sense, but there were just little nudges and pushes me in different directions. And if you've got an idea like this. I think you'll have an inner knowing if you have, and it will take you somewhere eventually, and just enjoy the journey regardless. So that's a little bit more information about the Connection Compass framework. If you'd like to know more, please visit the podcast. You can access it on any podcasting app, but also here on Substack as well. If you're interested in a coaching program, or you could visit andrealevans.com as well. Or if you've got any questions, you can put them here. You can send me a DM. You can send me an email. You've been most welcome. So take care, everybody. I'm wishing you a lovely day.